If you're like myself and you are a die-hard Final Cut Pro user, there is one thing that's holding me back from just diving into DaVinci Resolve full-fledged 150%. And today, that's what we're going to talk about. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? My name is Ty Turner. I am a content creator. And if you are into making money with your passion, whether it be photography or videography, this is the channel designed to help you turn your passion into profit. Other channels will show you how to take better pictures. Here at Flash Film Academy, we talk about how to feed your family with that passion. Today, I want to talk about DaVinci Resolve. And if you are a part of the Blackmagic team there in Australia, I hope that you guys are listening to this one little nugget of a tidbit that I want to lay on you, because I'm going to be honest with you. I love DaVinci Resolve. I use it as much as humanly possible. It is better than both Premiere and Final Cut at this point, in my opinion. The only reason people aren't switching to it is because they are just used to what they're used to. And that's fine. Sometimes you have to take time to learn different applications. I have taken the time to learn how to use DaVinci Resolve, and I love it. The greatest thing about it is it has very little weak points when it comes to the professional side of each part of DaVinci Resolve. And what I mean when I say that is you have a very professional coloring suite. You have a very professional graphic suite. You have a very professional editing suite and a very professional audio suite. You even got a very professional rendering suite. And that's cool. I love it. However, for me, the one thing that keeps me in Final Cut Pro X, honestly, is the fact that I have so many transitions, effects, and titles that I've purchased that I just like, and they are not available in DaVinci Resolve. Now, there is a workaround to it. There is, you can jump back and forth. You can create a title in Final Cut Pro and put it on a green screen and then run it into DaVinci Resolve and remove the green screen and all that crap. And ain't nobody got time for that. The one thing that DaVinci Resolve is missing, in my opinion, is the support from developers in creating transitions, effects, and titles. They need to do more to build those relationships and to have more companies create those items. Even if it's, the ability to bring something from Final Cut over into DaVinci Resolve, which I highly doubt is likely. I highly doubt that it'll ever get to the point where something designed for motion will work in DaVinci Resolve. But I would strongly encourage Blackmagic to build those relationships with a lot of those companies, create transitions, titles, and effects for Final Cut and After Effects. I would encourage Blackmagic to build that relationship and bring those guys over to Fusion so they can make drag and drop effects and titles that will work in DaVinci Resolve. That to me is the end of all end. That is the final thing that's holding me back from relying 1000% on DaVinci Resolve. It is second to none when it comes to color correction, second to none on simple things like image stabilization or noise reduction. Like, I love working with DaVinci Resolve and shooting something handheld and having probably the best image stabilizer in the game. When you work with Final Cut Pro Image Stabilizer, it is a joke. It is a watery, wobbly, drunken joke. It's unusable. I really never use it unless I'm using it at 2%. However, with DaVinci Resolve, I can do all kind of things with it. So I really love that. So Blackmagic, if you're listening, please, 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 work on developing these relationships so that I can stop using my Final Cut Pro and my Adobe Premiere and my After Effects. Just reach out to a few of these companies and say, hey, I really want to work with you guys so that you can bring all of your transitions that you made for this platform over to our platform. And once you do that, you will get all of your prosumers, all of those guys that look forward to using the cut page, all of those guys who are sticking with, their Premiere, their After Effects, their Final Cut, because they have thousands of dollars invested into that particular platform when it comes to titles, effects, and things like that. If you are a diehard Final Cut Avid or Premiere user and you have one thing that's holding you back from fully committing your life and giving your life to DaVinci Resolve, post them in the comments below, man. I'm just curious to know what you guys are going through in this transition as well. I love DaVinci Resolve. I love how it's laid out. I can't talk more about it. However, I find myself back in Final Cut Pro for two reasons. One is the ease of use. Two is all of the transitions, titles, and effects that I've purchased. So let's hear yours. If you like this video, I encourage you to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video.